No, that's fine. We're going to go in. I want to introduce Spencer Pettit here.
It's a good segue.
It is. That was perfect, Tim. The weapon, we used to call him, because he could kick it farther than many or most high school kickers and still can, now kicking for the University of Nevada.
Yes, sir.
Spencer, welcome back. I've been texting you because I've been going nuts with all this kicker stuff, and I'm dying to talk to you.
I think everyone's been going nuts. It's great to be back with you guys.
Yes, one of the stars of STSPN in the early days.
He was yes. We would mention his name about, 20 times a
We
game?
still do.
Yeah, we still do.
And
I think I helped get some of the followers on Twitter for Todd. So
thank you. Well, Todd, we took his mic away. We do that periodically.
We often have to do that.
General rule. So, quickly, Spencer, explain to me why I don't understand when I see a D1 team like the Huskies or even the professional in NFL, and it's a chip shot 20-yarder, 25-yarder, and it's, as my wife says, shankopotamus, like beyond control with a good snap, a good hold, and you're like, really? You can't make a 20-yarder?
it's I don't really know because I see D2 teams that have great kickers. There's a D2 kicker just transferred from, I don't even know the name of the school, but he just did his grad transfer to LSU. And so they've got a guy. I think they missed like 11 kicks last year during the season. So
11,
and that's a SEC team.
Yeah.
So they need a good kicker. But I think it's that I experienced it, and all these schools don't want to scholarship guys out of high school. So if you're not going to scholarship someone, you're not going to get the best guy. And so like I had an offer to Eastern Washington. I mean, I could have gone there and instead of D1 when I should have been playing D1. And so I think that's what a lot of guys do. They want the money, they take the money. And these D1 schools don't want to offer it. They want to give it to a quarterback or a wide receiver. But kickers win games, so just like a quarterback does.
When's the kicker revolution? I mean, when's this going to disrupt it? Because you're seeing more and more that these games, the kicker is just so
vital.
It's vital.
They're gonna go. They're gonna all go on strike here pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know what I like that Spencer just said? He says kickers win games instead of kickers lose games. Because
Well, you have
happens too.
The other thing is the great kicker who broke the records NCAA from Florida State. Then he goes to the Bucks, has a real rough patch. Then he goes Chicago, gets cut, goes to Chicago, can't hang there.
Mm-hmm.
The mentality, that's just being an athlete of a lot of things, right?
Yeah, I mean, things weren't clicking for him, and he was in a slump, and then they moved the PAT back, and you don't have that. I see it a lot with the NFL kickers. I think that moving the PAT back doesn't give you that automatic make over and over again. So I like to go out and make PATs at the beginning of a game just to get in a rhythm. But when you're kicking a 35-yard field goal as your opening kick, it's not the easiest thing to do. I mean, like I said, we should be able to make those, but having that 20-yard right down the middle kick over and over is pretty nice to have to get into your groove and whatnot.
So take us back a few weeks ago. Blair Hottie Walsh, we like to call him here. He sucked so bad in the first half. He's out at halftime practicing, and there was a lot of commentary on that. I mean, we have a defending the millennials. Maybe we should have defend the kickers. Because
I think I'll defend the kick. I got to defend it. So I think Blair's a really good kicker. So really, I think a lot of it's mental.
Yes.
He has the skill. He can physically do it. But, once you miss that kick, the next one's in your head. And like you said, he's going out there in warm-ups, and he was missing them during warm-ups as well. So I think Blair has a lot of skills, a lot of stuff he can do, but it's just finding the ability to do it in the right situation. Obviously, he's doing something right in practice if he's still on the team. So,
is he?
Let me take the other side of the coin, though. So you're right. I agree with you for the most part that I think it's a mental thing. But and you said he has the ability or whatever. But then you get to the Atlanta, he's missing all these field goals right or left or whatever. But then you get to the Atlanta game, and he can't even get the 48-yard field goal. So not only is he missing them right and left, he's short on a 48-yard line.
Me and all my kicker buddies were shocked about that. I mean, he's got a huge leg, obviously. And
that
he
lost,
hit, he hit it good. It was straight. It was whatever. But he just, I guess, didn't get all of it. So, and it did lose the game. But I think he went like 2 for 2 the next game. But in a game where Seahawks lost, so it didn't really matter. But
and then in Jacksonville, he missed was it a 28 or 38-yarder? He missed kind of a short one that he should have got. And he's legitimately
Yeah.
lost us 2 games, possibly 3.
I mean, yeah, because when it comes down to PATs, then you're chasing points on PATs and going for 2. And
We talk about that all the time, yeah.
Exactly. So that's because one of my coaches, like, if you miss a PAT, the next time we're going for 2, and it just puts you further behind and further behind. I mean,
you
unless
probably
you get
heard
it,
us talk about that on the air many times,
Yeah,
the chasing that
definitely.
extra point.
Yeah,
I think you got to just keep kicking the extra point.
definitely.
Because then you start
you
chasing.
get that guaranteed point.
Yeah.
Well, we hope it's guaranteed. But
Yeah.
So you're down in the Reno area,
Yeah.
actually in Reno, right?
Uh-huh.
Loving it. You're
I hear it's awesome, man.
sophomore eligibility as far as your kicking.
Yep, got 2 more years to play.
Excellent. And
Yep.
so you're having fun. You're doing well. Always a good student.
Exactly. Yeah, I see a lot of sunshine too. I get here and I'm like, geez, it
It
hasn't
is.
rained in Reno since. And if it rains in Reno, it rains for a day and it's gone. So I think we get like 260 days of sun a year, something like that. So.
Where Seattle's the opposite.
It's
We
exact-
260 cloudy days.
And
a
I
year.
still love it here, but it's getting in that. Even when it's 45 degrees, it feels hot because the sun's right there. So.
Yeah. For those of us listening around the country, it was a dark day
It was
today.
so
I mean,
dark.
the lights were on all day. You had to have them on because it was dark and
It
dreary.
never stopped raining today.
No. So the kickers, why don't the colleges reverse this and say, hey, it's a luxury. That's the other thing that gets us so frustrated is the fact that when you're driving down, it's a luxury because you don't have that pressure. Well, it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2. I'm at the 30. You know, if you don't have a good kicker, you're going, you're playing the odds. You got a great kicker. You don't even have to think about it,
Exactly.
especially if you're early in the game.
Knowing when you cross the 40, you're getting 3 guaranteed points is awesome. And I think a lot of in college, these teams want high-powered offense, score touchdowns, all of this. So they don't take the early points, and then it comes back to bite them in the 3rd and 4th quarters when they realize, wow, we need our kicker right now. So if you would have kicked that 35-yard field goal in the 2nd quarter, I think it's a different ball game, you know.
Who's the best kicker right now in the college ranks? I mean, you're very, you know, the kicker village is a small village.
Yeah, we know a lot of guys. So I think the Utah kicker went like 25 of 29, something like that, which is insane. I don't even think he started the first game. So to do that, I mean, attempting that many kicks is one thing, and then to make.
I was just going to say, on the weapon tracker, we have everybody has the weapon tracker
You had
on
a
your
good
phone.
year yourself.
Yes,
though.
that's what I'm saying. You didn't get many opportunities.
No, we didn't. I mean, we didn't have an amazing year wins-wise. So, I mean, when you're losing, you got to get those touchdowns. You can't be kicking threes. So, from a coaching standpoint, it makes complete sense. And the better we get, the more field goals we'll kick. So,
All right. Anything else for Spencer? I mean, I feel a little bit better about myself, about the kickers, but I can tell you the people I watch games with, they don't. When the kicking comes up, they don't want to watch it because I go off, especially when I'm watching the Huskies and the guy can't hit a 25-yarder.
That doesn't bother me a
I'm
bit.
out of my mind.
go
Or
Cougs.
remember the year that he graduated and the Cougs missed, I can't remember the kicker, but they missed all kinds of easy ones and we were going crazy because didn't you have a
I had
cup
a
of coffee
preferred
there?
walk-on spot there.
I know, and I was going nuts, too. I was
Yeah,
like, we
just
need Pettit.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
I mean, I took my visit there, and I liked it better, so I went there.
Well, and Van
I think
Winkle,
the Coug guy missed his first 5 or 6 field goals of the year, and then Leach wouldn't even try a field goal for like 3 games or something after that.
He had a really good year this year,
But
though.
he did, yeah.
Powell.
He came back, yeah.
and then the Husky had Van Winkle, who's from Mount Si. He drove me nuts, and then he finally got it right. But he was, again, the people they don't know is if the hold's just right, the snap. I mean, there's a lot of things
There's a lot
that they
more than
blame
just
the
the
kicker.
kick, yeah.
But is that
Exactly.
fair? Because is like the quarterback, there's too much blame, too much glory to the kicker?
Yeah, I mean, you got to live with it because we also get all the glory when we make it. So the holder doesn't get any glory when I make my kicks. He doesn't get any points. So
We gave a player of the game to the holder this year.
I love that. That's awesome.
Because he picked up, he had to scoop 2 kicks that were like in the dirt and wobbling around. He had to scoop them up and get them
him
real
up there.
quick. And
Yeah, especially the snapping in high school is not the best thing.
Yeah.
So it's tough being a holder. Me and my friends joke about because they snap. It started with kickers getting scholarship, and then long snappers. We're like, when are holders going to get scholarship?
I need a scholarship, baby. All right, well, Viva la Kicker. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and we will commiserate in Seahawks freaking drama. Oy vey. It's over right after
can't
this.
wait.